Welcome learners. I welcome you to the first video of the course MJM025, which is Media, Ethics and Laws. This is your fifth course in semester 1 or year 1 of your MA in Journalism and Mass Communication or Postgraduate Diploma in Journalism and Mass Communication. If you are enrolled as a learner in any of these programs, then this is your course video. And if you are a layperson looking at this video, then of course, this is a course that will help you in understanding the ethics and laws related to media as well as a bit about your constitution. Media ethics and laws, as the name suggests, deals with two things, ethics and laws, which you will have to use as a media professional. So whether you wish to be into print media, electronic media, advertising, public relations, online or digital media, or events, advocacy, any of the fields that you wish to choose in media, ethics and laws that govern you as a media professional would be a necessity for you to know. Being in first year, this is just an introductory course to these two things. We will not be able to go into much details. This course has certain units. We will come to that as we progress. The contents of the course are spread over 4 blocks. Block 1 being media ethics. Block 2 deals with media laws. Then we come to laws on information and then specific laws on persuasive media, that is advertising and public relations. Now that this is the 5th course in your semester or in your MA, you would have probably gone through the first 4 courses. So you broadly know how IGNOU study material is structured. Just for reference, MGM025 Media Ethics and Laws is divided into 4 major blocks. We just discussed the topics on them. Each block has 3 to 4 units, total being 15 units in all. These units are written in a particular manner which is known as self-learning material, self-learning modules or something SLM, which a learner can go through on their own. Whether you are a working professional or you are a lay person, we have structured each of our units in a manner that you feel as if a teacher is holding your hand and taking you through the course. That means for each unit, you have a particular structure. First, the unit is introduced to you, what the basic concepts are, what to expect from this. Then there is a structure of the unit, that what all components this unit has. After that structure, we tell you about the learning objectives, that after reading this unit, what can you expect to be known about? What as a teacher do we expect that you would be familiar with? What as a learner you can expect out of yourself? Okay, this is all I will gain from this unit. So these are learning objectives. 4 to 5 learning objectives are mentioned on each of the units. So again, when you start, there is a structure, an introduction, learning objectives, and then each unit is divided into brief and small sections and subsections. And the tone we have tried to keep is in first and second person. So it is not like a book. Here you would feel somebody is talking to you. So at IGNOU, which is Indira Gandhi National Open University, the study material that we have prepared for you, we try to engage the best minds across the nation. So you will find in your credit page that who are the people who have written these units for you. These are usually teachers who are working in colleges or university across India, or they are professionals who are working in the field of journalism, advertising, electronic, TV, radio. So these are the professionals. So we've taken a gamut of people, a galaxy of intellectuals to talk to you. Each unit has check your progress, where we ask you questions from the sections that you have read. The answers are given in the end so that you can verify your knowledge. And it also has certain activities in between. Now, the difference between check your progress and activities would be, check your progress is usually the academic thing that you have read. Okay, what have you gained from it? So from your memory or understanding, you will be able to answer it. And activities, we try to push you into your environment, into the place where you live, and apply the concepts that you have learned there. So while you go through these units, the activities would ask you, okay, if you've read ethics, try and analyze this news piece, whether it was ethically written or not, right? And the exercise would be, okay, which are the terms in the ethics that are used? When we finish off with the contents of the unit, we give you a brief summary, where again, going by the logic of first and second person, we call it, let us sum up. After the summary of the unit, there is a glossary of terms that you should remember, which might be a little difficult or important to the unit. Then a reading list is given to you. So if you're interested in this unit, if you feel the need and the want to explore the topic further, this is the reading list that we provide you of certain web links or books, journal articles, or news articles where you can go further and enhance your knowledge. So we encourage you to go further and do this. So briefly, this is how your unit is structured. 4 blocks, 15 units, MGM 025, Media Ethics and Laws. This is the course for you. The learning objectives, as I said, each unit will have learning objectives. Similarly, even the course has learning objectives. So what we expect you as teachers of this course is, after you have gone through the course, you should be able to discuss the concepts and principles of media ethics. You should be able to describe media laws and constitutional regulatory frameworks. Friends, this course is prepared with reference to India. So Indian Constitution is discussed. But this gives you only a framework. If you are a learner of IGNOU from any other country, we encourage you to compare this constitution with yours. So the learning objective is not only getting to know about the Indian constitution, it is to getting to know about how the things are spread internationally and trying to compare them with your environment, with other constitutional laws. Another learning outcome that we expect you to gain from this course is, after going through this course, you should be able to explain the laws on information, laws like IPR, laws like copyright, cyber laws, RTI. Again, these are Indian-specific laws and India-specific examples which are discussed all through this course. You should be able to analyze the importance of ethics and laws in advertising and public relations. And after this course, we expect that you will be able to apply the media ethics and laws that you have learned through this course into your real life and your work. If you're choosing to go into a profession related to media, or even if you're choosing to remain a layperson with this field and you've still done this course, you should be able to apply all this in your daily lives and in your work environment. So with these learning objectives, let me brief you about what to expect from each unit of this course. And in the preceding videos, we will go through one unit with one video. And I shall be sticking to whatever your SLM is, your self-learning material that you've got in your print. If you're doing online, you've got that in digital format. These videos are an extension to that. So I will try not to give you any additional or extra kind of things, which we encourage you to go on your own and study. But your SLM is being converted into this video so that you are able to see a teacher being a distance learning. One thing that we all miss is the direct interaction with your teachers. So these videos are an attempt at IGNOU to bring the teacher to your doorstep. So with this, let me take you through the blocks. Block 1 deals with media ethics. This is the first block of the course MGM 025, which is media ethics and laws. This block is divided into 4 units which deal with the concepts and principles of media ethics that are necessary for your understanding of this very important subject. Unit 1 deals with principles of media ethics. It actually provides you a brief introduction to media ethics and gives you an overview of the ethical theories while linking them with the present media context. The aim that we wrote this unit with is to prepare you for a more detailed exposure to the issues related to truth, fairness, objectivity, sensitivity in reporting, in advertising, in dealing with your professional life. So after you've gone through the basics of ethics and the theories related to it, Unit 2 takes you to news media ethics and the concerns. So particularly to the ethics related to the news media. Here you will see that we describe major ethical concerns such as conflict of interests, business pressures, subjectivity in reporting, news source confidentiality, paid news. The media world is now being plagued with rumors, fake news getting into the mainstream. So these issues, whether it should be done, why it is done, how it can be avoided, come into this unit 2. This unit outlines certain steps that can be adopted for addressing these ethical concerns and issues that are emerging, especially with the 24-hour news channels, with the simultaneous reporting, real-time reporting on new media. So all this will be dealt with in Unit 2. This will bring you to the next unit of the block, which is Unit 3, which deals with media ethics and self-regulation. This explains that media ethics and self-regulation are interlinked. And if certain ethical principles and norms are followed, it will lead to self-regulation. This unit describes the universal tenets of journalism and outlines certain emergent areas such as diversity and sensitivity, advocacy, trauma reporting, trauma journalism, digital media ethics, citizen journalism, and many other things, and this will give you a detailed understanding of such concepts. Unit 4, which is last unit of Block 1, will take you to new media and ethical issues. This deals with our personal as well as professional conduct in the online space. How publicly we are conducting ourselves when we go digital. See, in the digital world, we are prosumers. We are consuming as well as producing content. So anybody who is not even a reporter and a layperson turns a journalist, turns a reporter. When you are putting real-time information, you are reporting as a citizen. So these issues will be dealt with. In this unit, it explains how new media needs to be used with care and caution without breaching any law or violating any online rights of other users. So this becomes very important for us. We hope that after studying this block, you will develop a proper understanding of the term ethics, and you will be able to appreciate how it is important to adhere to the ethics and why it is crucial for media professionals as well as media organizations in the present context. After these 4 units, we will move to another block, which is Block 2. Block 2 deals specifically with media laws. So ethics is more of what you feel, what the professional feels, what the other bodies feel, and what they have put there, and certain universal tenets, of course. And laws is about the Constitution, what is very, very specific to the Constitution, Indian Constitution. Block 2, media laws, exposes you to certain important constitutional and regulatory frameworks. This block again has 4 units. Unit 5, which is the first unit of Block 2, is about Indian Constitution, which gives you an introduction into the Indian Constitution. What are the directive principles? What is the preamble? Constitutional rights, duties, fundamental rights and duties of the people, journalistic privileges, any things which are to do with the Indian Constitution. So this is a broad kind of a unit which is journalized, and where be it a citizen of India or specifically a media professional, a knowledge about your country's constitution comes in handy, and it should be there with everyone. So broad and basic introduction to the constitution is provided in Unit 5. This brings you to Unit 6, which deals with media laws and constitutional framework. So after generally looking at the constitution, we will bring you to specific laws that relate to media. And as you will learn through this unit, we don't in the Indian constitution have a specific section devoted to media laws, but different laws apply to media in certain manners. So which laws apply? Where, like laws of defamation, laws of intellectual property rights, how they apply to media professionals, what are the cautions they should take, what are the privileges they have. This will be the content of Unit 2 of this block, which is technically Unit 6 of your course. Unit 7 of MGM 025 deals with media laws and regulatory frameworks. What regulations you are governed by. If you are a journalist, what journalistic privileges, what regulations, what is expected of you. Can you take liberties? Can you not take liberties? Where are your boundaries as per the laws? So we'll discuss the boundaries as per ethics in Block 1, but in Block 2, we will specifically discuss as per the laws and the constitutional governance. As you know, we have a very flexible and beautiful constitution in India, which we keep changing it as per the needs of the society or the emerging needs. So these also we will discuss, that what were the laws, what are the changes that have been brought to it through certain amendments. That all will be discussed specifically with the profession of journalism and persuasion, which is the media profession, in Unit 7. Unit 8 will bring you to initiatives in media laws, that what were the initiatives that were made, why we wanted to bring in media laws in the constitution, which laws relate to it, what were the amendments, why they were possible, sometimes why they were not possible. All these kind of beautiful stories will be discussed in Block 2, last unit, which is Unit 8. This will bring you to Block 3, which is your third block of this course on media ethics and laws, and which again has 4 units. This is about specific laws. This is about the laws on information. This has 4 important units dedicated to each law: intellectual property rights, copyright, cyber laws, and right to information. Some of these laws have been touched upon even elsewhere before these in this course, but this block explains each of these laws in detail, highlighting their need importance, significance in the present media context. In an increasingly globalized world, a good understanding of these laws of information is very important for the students of journalism and mass communication and also for the public of India. So, this block will take you through these specific units. Unit 9 will focus on intellectual property rights, which provides an overview of various aspects of IPR. It describes the evolution and growth of IPR, also explains the important components under IPR regime, and it takes you through the details of various legislations of IPR. IPR is not an Indian specific law, but here we will discuss with the context of the Indian Constitution. There are many world IPR things that are being made, and that will also be touched upon in Unit 9. Unit 10 will be a specific unit dedicated to copyright law that defines copyright and describes its basic features. It explains the procedure for registration of copyright, discusses the term of copyright for different subject matters. This unit basically outlines the acts which constitute infringement and analyzes the remedies against the infringement of copyright. Unit 11, which is Unit 3 of Block 3 actually, deals with cyber laws. It acquaints you with the laws regulating cyberspace in India. This unit explains the concept of cyberspace and discusses the need for regulation in cyberspace. Further, it also outlines various issues which are pertaining to cyberspace, cyber crimes, and offences under the Information Technology Act. The amendments in IT Act, what is the IT Act that stands today, why it is needed, what it is Unit 11 for you. And Unit 12 is specifically about right to information, which describes the historical evolution of the right to information in India and explains the basic provisions of this act in detail. This unit analyzes the impact of RTI and also examines the issues that are related to the implementation of RTI in our country. We hope after completing and studying this block, you will have a good understanding of various aspects of intellectual property rights, copyright, cyber laws, RTI, and these things, and you will be able to apply this understanding to your professional and personal lives. If you find these laws slightly complex, you may go back and refer to the unit which is in your SLM form for better understanding, and you can also go through the reading list that is provided at the end of each of the units. This, friends, will bring you to the last block of this course, which is Block 4, which is the block on advertising and PR ethics and laws. So this is a different media from the news media. This is the persuasive media, where you have advocacy, publicity, propaganda, advocacy, public relations. So advertising and public relations is also governed by certain ethics and laws. There are professional bodies and there are laws. Again, like we said about journalism and reporting, similarly for advertising and PR, you do not have any specific or separate section in the Indian Constitution, but there are laws that apply to these professions by default. So this last block of your course MGM 025, which deals with ethics and laws pertaining to advertising and public relations, has 3 specific units. With the help of some case studies, the need for following these ethical conducts is highlighted. So Unit 13, which is the first unit of Block 4, is specifically about advertising laws and ethics. This provides a brief introduction to various laws of advertising that are in force in India. It also examines the concept of ethics in the field of advertising. This unit explains the working of Advertising Standards Council of India, which is SKI in brief, and other voluntary organizations like AAAI, which is Advertising Agencies Association of India, and the implementation of the ethical codes. So how the professional bodies are trying to implement the ethical codes and what are certain laws that pertain to advertising is discussed in this Unit 13. Unit 14 will bring you to specific laws related to public relations. The title of the unit being PR Ethics and Laws. This discusses the relevance of ethics in public relations as well as in business and corporate functioning. This unit takes you through the laws relevant to PR practice and describes some professional PR organizations and their code of conduct. And friends, you will be taken to the last unit of the course, which is Unit 15, which I think is very interesting, and you will also find it very intriguing because this is on case studies. Though, during the units, you will have certain examples and cases being discussed to explain the context. But in this unit, there are specific case studies which describe the strategies employed by different organizations in resolving their crisis situations and explains how lessons can be drawn from these strategies. So these are case studies related to advertising and public relations specifically, and these cases explain the importance of adherence to ethics in advertising and PR professions. We hope that after going through this block, you will develop a good understanding of the advertising and PR laws and their ethics specifically. Friends, this will bring you to all the 4 blocks and the 15 units that we have in this course. I've just taken them very briefly. We will take each unit in the preceding videos. Happy learning with us. Thank you so much for being with us for this video.